Hey, how y'all doing, man? As you got mail, man, we coming at y'all, man. We in the stores, did the stores talk, man. So we coming straight at y'all, man. How y'all doing tonight? I hope y'all having an amazing day, amazing time. How y'all doing this morning? I hope everything is going great. Whenever you're watching the video, I hope everything is going amazing for you. I love you. Keep doing what you do. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. Tell your friends about it, baby, because we doing what we do, and I'm going to educate y'all as we grow, man. So make sure y'all is growing with me, baby. All right, let's jump into it. Y'all know I ain't trying to go in here and waste your time. You know, I don't like the videos that take forever to get straight to the point. So today what I want to talk about is parents. Who is the worst parenting in today's parenting? Is it the father or is it the mother? Which one is the worst version of parenting or not providing, what's the word I want to use, or investing the right assets into their child? Would it be more the woman or would it be more the father? You know, and let's kind of get straight into the example. What I mean, like, would you say women are the worst of parents in today's economy? Or would you even say were they worse parents back then? But let's just stick with today's economy right now, today's parenting. Based off the music that we hear, you know, you got the Sexy Reds, you got the Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, what other female rappers you got that's out there doing their thing? It's a lot of them too, man. I don't even know a lot of these new ones. Lotto, it's a lot of them out there. A lot of female rappers, and so then you take the female rappers, what you hear about them rapping on the radio, the songs that they putting out, and the words that they put in these songs. They gonna take this from a dude and I drugged the dude and got him for his money. Then they get cheered on for doing it. But then if a dude do the same thing to a woman, then he's a villain. He's dangerous. He's this, all these things. But he did the same thing that woman just was getting cheered on for in her song. So it's like, that's kind of crazy, you know? It don't make sense, right? But they cheer him on. But then you got to take, a lot of these women are parents, man, and they have children. But not only those that they not parents, they can not have kids. They're influencing your children. Your children are watching their videos, listening to their music. I don't need a man, and da 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 da, so forth on, and just all this yelling and whatever the so forth on. So would you say that the women are the cause of why the youth that's growing up under them, their parenting, is the reason why we have so many bad kids? Or would you say it's the fathers? The fathers going out here and sleeping with different women and making babies with every woman that they lay down with, planting their seed in this woman, planting their seed in that woman. Then they lead a woman to fend for herself, to not help raise the child, to not be a provider financially to the child, you know, not spending time with the child when the child needs their guidance and the mother can't guide the child right, not showing up and being a parent like they supposed to be, or they go out here and they'll take care of another man's child because they want the woman and they want to have the sexual favors from that woman. So they put on the character of being the perfect role model to another person's child. But that same role model, they don't know how to even be it to their own child, or they're mismanaging their money, or they coming up with excuses about why they can't do this because they got to do this, and so forth on. All of these different things that they have coming up, and nobody is holding the fathers accountable. The men are not holding the fathers accountable and saying like, dog, bro, you know, you want to go out and party, man, but you ain't had the money to go goddamn do nothing for you to buy your child no clothes, no school clothes, no paper, no school shoes. You didn't pay the bill, the water bill, the electric bill. You didn't call them to see what they ate. You ain't did nothing, but you want to go party. You want to go hang out and kick it and go find another girl and then lay down with her and not use protection and bring another life into this world and be a horrible example of what a man should be and not what a leader should be, a provider should be. Who is the worst version of today's parents? Well, I'm going to say this. In my opinion, I think it's equal. Now y'all can leave a message in the comment and say, nah, Mel, I don't agree with that. I think the women they do this, the women don't want nobody disciplining their kids, the women don't want this, XYZ, da 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 da. Or the women can say, no, Mel, I don't think it's equal. I think the men don't do this, the men don't do that. They ain't coming here. I've been raising my child since they was born. Daddy ain't never gave me no money. He ain't never came and picked them up from daycare, pre-K, elementary, middle, high. I pay for it. You know, y'all leave a comment. Tell me what's your feeling like. How you feel? What's on your chest? You know, as they say it with your chest. Get it off your chest. Let's talk about it. But the reason why I feel like it's equal, in my personal opinion, is we all see it from the version of who we are. Men gonna see only what they see. They don't see it from a woman's version or perspective. And women are gonna see it from what they see. They don't see it from a male's perspective. And both flaws are equally effed up. Effed up equally. It's no better or worse necessarily. Well, I ain't gonna say it ain't no better or worse, because some of them are worse. Some situations are worse. So I will take that one back. Some are worse. But it is equal based on when you compare and you take yourself out of with me being a man, and take myself out of the man's shoes and put myself in the woman's shoes and understand through her lens and do my best. I can't 100% understand it or visualize it, but I can do my best to attempt to see where she's coming from. And now the same thing with a woman. A woman, you have to be willing to take yourself out of your shoes and your vision and jump into that man's version to understand why and what they saying this for and why they do this and what's going on. And that's how you can begin to start to rectify that. But a lot of people are not going to do that. So that's what's going to keep you with the head button. You're going to keep on bumping heads because nobody is taking the time to step out of body to learn something. And that's what a problem is. And now, here's another thing, an issue that I have with a lot of guys now. And I was talking with this barber earlier today. Men set their daughters up for failure. A lot of men set their daughters up for failure. And they start that failure at a young age. And what I mean by that is when a man has a daughter and a man has a son, he raised them in two different versions when you shouldn't. You should raise them in two equal versions where it pans out on both sides. We as men can't separate the two just because it is our seed. You can't do that because you're hurting your daughters. It doesn't matter if you rich. It don't matter if you LeBron. It don't matter if you Shaq. It doesn't matter if you Mojo that work down the street at the local AutoZone. It don't matter. At the end of the day, a father is a father. Money doesn't make you a father. I don't care how much money you got. It don't make you a father. So get rid of that thought process. That thought, kick it out the window. Now, what I mean by that is this. How does fathers damage or set their children up for failures or their daughters up for failures? If you know most fathers, the first thing that they say with their sons, man, son, you know, go out there and do your thing, dog. You know, shoot, or you know, here, yo, you know, you talking to this girl, you know, do this, you know, go holler at her. This how you get the girl. This the game that you got to spit to her. You know how to use protection. Here go this banana, man. Show me that you know how to put this on this banana, man. Okay. All right. What you supposed to do when you get her alone? All right. That's right. That's what you supposed to do. So you cheering your son on. Now, when it come to your daughter, though, you like, man, I wish a nigga would goddamn talk to you. Let one of these little youngsters come over here and think he finna do what he finna do. I wish he would, bro. Man, you don't go over here. I be the bust one of these, man. Don't make me go get my gun. Your whole demeanor change. Man, that's my baby, man. My baby get anything that she want, man. I'm gonna take care of her for the rest of her life. If my baby want this, she wanna get this, she can get it. Your son, now go out there and be a man. Men gonna take care of themselves. You setting your kids up for failure. You definitely setting your daughter up for failure. Why? Because one, you her father, you supposed to do that. So you're not explaining to her the differences, letting her know, yes, baby, I love you. I created you. So it's my job to provide for you. But you can't take what I do for you and put that on another man to do, because you wouldn't want another man's daughter to put that on your son. And he don't know her. So you can't put that on your daughter. You have to teach your daughter to say, baby, you take care of yourself. But then as you showing a man that you can be an asset to his life, that man will make sure he's an asset if he's a good man to your life. And eventually, if he say, hey, I see you know how to do this. I don't want you to work here. We're going to pull this together. We're going to build something amazing together. Your father taught you the right ways. Like, okay, you not coming in and saying, oh, I need a man that makes 6 figures. Or I need a man. My daddy took care of me. My daddy got me whatever I want. But he's your daddy. I'm not your daddy. I'm your man. We got to build something together. And you seeing your daddy from where he grew up to, by you didn't see his struggles when you was in your mama's stomach and he got fired from that job and he didn't know where he was going to get his next meal. You didn't start really understanding that your daddy could do something for 10 years. So he had 10 years before you took an understanding of my daddy. If I go to my daddy and ask him for this, he can do it now because he was able to do it before he was able to get his finances in order in 10 years. So by the time you hit the year 10, 11, 12, 13, you want the dad, I need a new car. He been stacking. Daddy, I need this. So that word no for him to you doesn't exist because of them 10 years. But now me and you, this is the beginning of our path. This is day one. So it ain't going to be like your daddy because I'm not your daddy. But fathers always try to put that pressure on, well, baby, you need to go find you a man. If he can't do this for you, you shouldn't date him. Man, that man only 19 years old, 18 years old. He can't do what you do. You couldn't do it at 18. So how you going to come and tell your daughter to put that pressure on this man? Make it make sense. It don't make sense. Then you have guys like, no, man, ain't nobody gonna be on. My daughter ain't gonna be dating nobody. She don't need to do no boyfriend. She don't need to do this. Well, you don't need no girlfriend. You should never mess with a mama. Always, you gotta remember as a man, what you're telling another man you don't want to do to your daughter, you did to another man's daughter. I want my kids to have my daughters to find them a husband. I want a son-in-law. I'll bring me a son-in-law home. I want it, man. I want that. I want to be able to say, hey, man, bro, you love my daughter. You know, don't put your hands on her. Treat her right. You know, love her. I'm not saying she's perfect. If she did something wrong, I'm going to goddamn scold her. I'm not going to give her a pass just because she's my child and because she did something wrong to you, like you supposed to accept it. Then I'm belittling you as a man. So I'm a little man too, because I'm not even respecting you. I'm talking about this my baby, but you somebody else's baby. You your mama baby. You your daddy's baby. So how can I as a man think that my child is better than you? So you fathers out there that do that, you setting your child up for a failure. Because then that man don't want to deal with your daughter. Then now when your daughter grow up and she lonely and sad, you can't cope her. You can't be her loneliness holding her at night. You can't be her intimate partner. You can't be that romance. You can't be none of that. You just daddy. But she got that way because of your ways. You created that monster. So that monster came into the world thinking that that's how every man's supposed to treat her, not teaching her like, baby, you didn't give her a realistic view of the world, baby. When you was a baby, I didn't, the same way that man was broke, I was broke too. I had to build up, and your mama she had to work with me. I had to tell her, baby, we gotta get it. We gotta get it. I ain't got it. We gonna have to do this, bam, bam. And I was blessed to work, and I became who I am today to do for you. So I can't put pressure on that young man for he's building himself. Build with him. I raised you to be a good woman to be a woman to take care of you, and build with a man. I want my daughter from birth up until I raise her, when it's the proper time for her to date, to understand that she can take the trash out, that she can goddamn go out here and wash dishes, or she can cook, or she can goddamn clean, or she can, if she need to be change her tires, she can do that. Now, yes, granted, do I want a man to help her with it? Yes. But I want her to be an asset, not a liability to herself. Be an asset to you. So if you're an asset to you, you're going to automatically be an asset to the right man. That's my thing to the fellas, bro. Stop setting your kids up, your daughters especially, for failure. because they're going to grow up one day and they're going to wonder why they so lonely. And then you can't, by the time they 25, 30 years old, and you like, damn, all the times I told her I didn't want nobody to be next to her. Or nobody could date my daughter, talk to my daughters. I'm taking the phone and she talking to this boy or something. Let her talk to a boy. Because you raising her to be right? You in her life, so you talking with her. If she's 15, let her talk to a boy. Same way she talked to a girl. Yeah, we know that the boy's gonna be, you was a boy, you know what you did. But you raising her, right? So don't tell your son to go talk to another person's daughter that way. Because that's somebody's daughter, but you motivating him to go do it to somebody else's daughter, but you don't want nobody else to do it to yours. No, raise both of them right. Tell your son to be respectable to another man's daughter, and raise your daughter to say, hey, yeah, talk to these boys, get to know them, because one day you're gonna have to find you a husband. And I want you to find your husband. I want you to understand how to build with the man now. Y'all, we gotta get that intimacy out of our head all the time. And it's part of life. We don't want them, but if we raise our child right to make sure that we understand that, we won't have no issues. So, with that being said, that's why I feel like it is both in today's society why the kids are effed up. It's both parents' fault. Their fault in different ways. The mother's wrong for this aspect of it, and then the father's wrong for this aspect of it. Y'all leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all mailman. We out here. Love y'all. Woo woo.